Today, I'm going to read you a journey that I had quite a long time ago. It was inspired by feeling stuck and blocked and anywhere that I didn't want to be. So if you're like that right now, this is a journey for you. It's called My Dad's FEDORA. And it's one of the journeys that's going to go into the book that I'm writing just now. So I'm just going to read it to you. Once upon a time, long, long ago, or maybe only yesterday, you were full of imagination, full of vibrant, playful energy, but you've forgotten who you are and what you're all about. So, shall we find out what's really available for you? Here's the journey. The canoe is moving quickly past, and I must jump in or miss out. In or out, I wonder, but before I can think, I'm in. Bear, my male ancestor, is swimming swiftly alongside of me, and looking to my left, I see my Native American grandmother Elder, my female ancestor, paddling an outrigger. In the bow in front of me is a heron, and behind me is my trusted Amethyst and Quartz formation. They're always there. We're all set. Heron's the guide, and her long beak is nosing around side to side along the horizon. She turns her head to the left, and off we go. She's like the rudder, I think, and then before I have a breath, we are out on our way into the starry sky. Bear is still swimming, and grandmother is still paddling. We are inside the Big Dipper. The lid comes off. Who even knew the Dipper had a lid? But with it zipped off, we zip over to explore Orion's belt and slide down his sword. The canoe hangs precariously from the tip of the sword of Orion before spinning off into the starry night sky again. We spiral past Venus, who is actually very cool in spite of being so close to the sun. A cool Venus appears as a beautiful woman who gives us a popsicle. Licking on our popsicles, we rest a moment. Our focus is on the yummy sweetness we are all tasting. I lean against the amethyst crystal and I become aware of a big presence. I feel a warmth and a connection, as if I'm familiar with this energy. Turning, I see my father. He's smiling and he's youthful. He's wearing a fedora, which amuses me, and I smile back. You've done some crazy things, he says, and with a sticky popsicle stick, I wave at him. Then we're off again at breakneck speed. We zip around Mars and pick up some heat that ironically slows the canoe down. As we slowly settle down on Mars, tiny blue flames greet us. They are imparting something, but at first it's only an impression. Then it's like being fired up and we're all excited. Without a focus for this feeling, we just hop around. After a few minutes of hopping, we're exhausted. Collapsing on the ground, I am immediately rejuvenated. I'm looking down at my hands and they're luminescent. My fingers stretch out for miles ahead of me. I use my fingers to create an aurora borealis, and that excites me greatly. We all watch as my fingers make lovely designs across the night sky. The tiny blue flames jump around excitedly, but I sense it's time to go. So we bow deeply to the flames and set off again. Now, these are the experiences in shamanic journeys. I was feeling stuck, I was feeling bored, I was feeling depressed, and so I decided to see, hey, what's really available for me? So let's continue. So we bow deeply to the flames and we're off again. Bear sits on the edge of the canoe. Grandmother and Heron come alongside in the outriggers, and the crystals gleam behind all of us. We are protected. We're just hanging out, literally, on the tip of Orion's sword. There's nowhere to go and nothing to do. We are suspended out in the night sky, and I wonder, do we look like a star? dangling, suspended, waiting and wondering. This is very unusual for me. I'm a person of action, a woman of consequence with important things to do, and yet I'm very comfortable just being suspended in suspense. Suss it out, my mentor used to say, and I sniff around and I smell such sweetness like a gardenia flower. My senses are alive and awake. Fully awakened, my body responds with a shiver to the fullness of this experience. How is it that a scent can provoke such a full body experience and in a shamanic journey? I'm intrigued. And how many times have I smelled a flower without really taking in the full experience? How many times have I been offered something without being fully ready to take it or to take it on? So many questions from the ever-present mind, taking me out of the moment and into the realm of thinking, thinking, thinking. And so I let go, I let go, I let go. This moment becomes all that there is. I merge with the scent and I feel. I am feeling, 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 and it is sweet. My heart knows what the mind cannot, and this smells me into being, being, being. I release and I emerge with the stars, with the sky, with the smell of the flower, with bear, with grandmother, with heron, and with the crystals. I am all that is and will ever be. I have not lost myself, but I have become myself. A flower, a bear, a grandmother, a crystal, a heron, and I realize that the only thing that's keeping me stuck is my beautiful mind. Aha! The heart expands to include all things big and small, known and unknown. It is beyond happy. So we drop off the end of Orion's sword and very gently return to the beginning spot of the journey. Settling down on the soft sand, we are radiant, awake and alive, filled to the brim with experience. There are no words for this, only feelings, and I am thankful. And that's the end of the journey. So we give thanks, we have gratitude for the beings who went with us. We have gratitude for understanding what is in this journey. Now there'll be something in this journey for you, because all journeys have a lesson and a healing. So if you listen to this, what's your lesson out of this? What's your healing out of this? You know, I had a wonderful time seeing my dad youthful in his fedora. It made me smile. He told me he thinks I've been doing some crazy stuff. Well, to me, isn't that what life is about? You do some crazy stuff, you learn some things, you become more joyous, more happy, more blissful, more content. And when you have spiritual guidance like that, then, you know, in how many minutes was that it took me to read that? That you can feel upliftment, you can feel courage to go on to the next thing. So thank you for listening. I'm going to also post this so that you can read it, because I think journeys are magic. And I believe that you can craft your dream life with the magic of shamanic journeys. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Have a fabulous rest of your day. And go spread, thank you for the love. I was just going to say, go spread some love around. And when you're ready to journey, let me know. Drop me a DM. All right, everyone. Have a fabulous day. Aho, bliss. And in case no one has told you so far today, you are amazing. Bye-bye.